Hey there YouTube, Justin Cherish here. This is my part 2 on changing the sand out of my filter for my pool. Got it all bolted back together. As you can see, all it is just thousands of little tiny bolts and nuts that goes all the way around. I just tightened them up and I actually broke one right here. And there's just a stainless steel, so I want to go to the hardware store and go buy me a stainless steel nut and screw, put back on there. But got all that done, and next you have to back flush it, or they call it backwash, whichever way you want to call it. Backwash it for about 3 minutes to where it'll fill up all the sand full of water. Make sure you purge the air out of it while you do it, and then you're going to cycle it over to rinse. You want to rinse it for about a minute, and then you just want to put it back on filter and then use it like you're supposed to. And then after I done that, my pool pump was leaking, which is a seal that goes around this area right here. So I want to take it apart, and you take it apart by loosening all. There's these 2 bolts here, and then there's 4 right there. And so I took my pump off, and this right here attaches to the pump itself, and it actually has them 4 bolts right there that holds all the pump and this piece right here together onto that the wet piece right there. So what I've done, when I looked at that seal, I knew it was bad, so I bought me a new seal to put back on there, and I bought a new bearing seal for my impeller. So when I got to looking at taking all this right here off, just to look at it, I noticed it had a crack here on the screw, and also had another crack on the other side of the screw, which is right there. And then also around this piece right here, all these little edges are wore out, as you can see there. And a couple pieces are broke on these things too, like right there is broke. So I decided to go ahead and buy me a new one of these. So I got one on order, and then I took this right here off. And the way you take this right here off is that on that shaft right there, there's 2 flat spots, one on that side, one on that side. Just take an adjustable wrench, hold it right there, and then you gotta screw it the opposite way of you normally tightening. So it's like a righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You want to do lefty-tighty, righty-loosey, the opposite way. So once you hold that shaft, it screws right off. Then I got looking at this. It actually had a stick and a bunch of trash lodged up in here. So that's where my poor circulation was coming from that I noticed. And also on the back side right here, it's broken on the impeller. So I'm going to have to buy one of these too and replace it. But that's how you take it apart, and you want to make sure to inspect it while you replace your seal. Make sure your impeller and this piece right here, it's got a certain name for it, I can't remember. I know it starts with a D. It's like I can't exactly, I don't want to say defibrillator because I don't think that's right. But it starts with a D. I can't remember the exact terminology for it, but this right there comes off first by taking the screws out. As you see, 2 little screws on each side. This right here falls off, and then this right here comes off by holding that shaft and screwing it off. So that's how you take it apart. So now I gotta wait for my parts to come in and then put it all back together, and then hopefully I got better circulation. Alright, and that is actually on a wisperflow pump. So if you guys want to know how to take a impeller off of a wisperflow, that's how you do it. It's different than most other models, but that's how you do it. Have a good one.